Thanks for stopping in at Down the Road Show. Here's what I already told you, but you may not have been paying attention in the past. So I'm going to tell you again here today. Trump and his administration just said that after deporting every brown person from America, they're going to kick everyone off of Medicaid and put them into forced labor concentration camps. That's right. If you're on Medicaid now, they're going to put you into forced labor to pick the food of this country after they deport all the brown people who were doing it. Here you go. Okay, today in history, let's talk about the United States of America. We know this country was built on slavery, on the backs of other people, but not just them. It was built on forced labor in general. Because even when some of our ancestors fought to free the slaves, they made damn sure that there were amendments abolishing slavery, but had a clause in there to make them forced laborers for anyone who was breaking their laws. So it went from slavery to forced labor from prisons, which is a system we still have. Basically, we never got rid of slavery ever. Because after that came debtor's prison. So it didn't matter what color you were, there was a debtor's prison where, once again, forced labor was utilized to pay off your debts after they were still making money off you in prison. And I've said repeatedly this year and years past, but especially this year since Trump became president again, that they were going to try to bring back debtor's prisons because capitalism is evil and bullshit. Because after debtor's prisons end, what? Oh, child laborers, more forced labor. This was still forced labor. If you have to work so that you don't die of hunger, that's forced fucking labor. Poverty is violence by the rich. And Republicans have been trying to pass bills currently to bring back child labor now. The fuck? And when we didn't want the kids working, what did they do? Indentured servants. Another form of forced labor for people who just came to this country looking for a new start, a fresh start, and whatever they were trying to escape from, whatever flag or region or country or part of the world they came from. It's just more bullshit by the rich to take advantage of the poor in legal ways that are no longer legal because it was evil and bullshit. We did it to the Japanese during World War II, put them in internment camps and forced them to do labor. This is nothing new. It's very old. It's a very old system by the rich taking advantage of the poor, and always in the name of white supremacy. And of course, the Germans. The Germans did it during the Holocaust. Forced labor, told them that their work would set them free. Not actual freedom, but in those chambers. We know what the fuck happened to them.
Push for amnesty for this workforce. I appreciate you bringing that up. There's been a lot of noise in the last few days and a lot of questions about where the president stands in his vision for farm labor. The first thing I'll say is the president has been unequivocal that there will be no amnesty. And I think that's very, very important. I and the rest of our cabinet certainly support that, effectuate that, and make sure that happens every single day. The second thing, to your question about mass deportations, the president and I have spoken about that once or twice, and he has always been of the mindset that at the end of the day, the promise to America to ensure that we have a 100% American workforce stands, but we must be strategic in how we are implementing the mass deportation so as not to compromise our food supply. Ultimately, the answer on this is automation, also some reform within the current governing structure. And then also, when you think about, there are 34 million able-bodied adults in our Medicaid program. There are plenty of workers in America, but we just have to make sure we're not compromising today, especially in the context of everything we're thinking about right now. So no amnesty under any circumstances. Mass deportations continue, but in a strategic and intentional way as we move our workforce toward more automation and toward a 100% American workforce.
Anyway, not just me making this shit up. They literally just said that. So we'll see y'all down the road. Until we don't, good luck out there.